dancing, body romancing. There's no way to stay proper.
Welcome. And we are live recording here at the event space at Bulge in Ybor City.
Two snaps up in the bowl.
Just wanted to thank PJ for allowing us to be here to record.
PJ.
This week we have local business, Voyage Medspa and Wellness with Dr. Suzanne Ben-Kane and body coach Harry Pristau. Did I say that right? Did I say it right? You can tell me. Harry Pristau. Okay, we have them. We're going to talk to them and we're going to see what they are offering our local LGBTQ plus community. And we are also talking Florida's ban on gender affirming care for trans youth. But first, I guys want to ask you guys, how are you guys this week?
Ladies first.
Booked and busy. I am a busy girl. I work, I act, I model, and I sleep. So I'm pretty busy.
And Ivan?
What she said. No, actually, Halloween's been a very busy week. I mean, it was actually a weekend plus a Monday. So there was a lot of things going on in downtown St. Pete. I'm sure there were things over here too, but I'm kind of a St. Pete person. But yeah, we're back. We're ready to kick some butt, and let's do this.
Let's do it.
All right, so since our first topic is about gender affirming care, I do have a clip from the Human Rights Campaign I found on YouTube. Let's just take a look.
Affirming care is age-appropriate care that is medically necessary for the well-being of many transgender and non-binary people who experience symptoms of gender dysphoria.
You should know that transition-related or gender-affirming care looks different for every transgender and non-binary person.
Parents, their kids, and their doctors make decisions together, and no medical interventions with permanent consequences happen until a person is old enough to give informed consent.
For most youth, transition is entirely social. It might be a new name, a new hairstyle, new clothing.
Okay, that's a little bit of what gender affirming care is. So I just wanted to get to what happened last week in Florida. A joint committee of the Florida Board of Medicine and the Board of Osteopathic Medicine voted in favor of a new guideline that would ban or prohibit gender affirming care for minors or anyone under 18 in the state. And it also said that it would force some transgender youth who are, going through a transition now to detransition. I kind of want to ask you guys, since we're seeing a lot of these laws going on, is this about rights or medicine? Whose decision should this be about? I want to start with Ivan first. What do you think?
Well, okay, it's a really tough subject. It involves morals. It involves people's religious choices and their beliefs. It involves politics. I mean, it's a whole hodgepodge. I don't think the care should be banned because the kids are going through, first of all, monstrous biological changes to begin with. So your body's already going through a tumultuous time. And if you are in a situation where you feel as though you're in the wrong body, you were born in the wrong body, whatever the situation is, you should have adequate care to address that. No one should have the right, because I believe our preamble said the pursuit of happiness. Okay, that's in there.
Right.
So if this is going to make you who you are and be your true self, you should not be denied care for that. That's considered discrimination as far as I'm concerned. I'm no lawyer, but I know quite a few of them. And I would say that's definitely going to be an issue.
All right, and Leisha, how do you feel? Do you think it's about rights, medicine? Is it an attack against the community?
I think it's an attack against the community because you should allow people to be who they are. And taking that away from the youth, I think that's going to be a real big problem. I think the suicide rates will go up. And to cause someone to detransition, I mean, that's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I feel that if the person is under the age of 18, that should be the decision of the parents and that child together along with their doctor. It should not be legislation of any sort. And how can you decide what happens to someone else's body if it's not yours?
The state has no business.
Hello, and as a woman, I'm pretty sure you're used to that.
Absolutely. They're always trying to make decisions about my body. I don't know what that's about.
But I kind of agree with the panel, but I kind of see, I was having a conversation, they're saying that having gender affirming care is like promoting that lifestyle or whatever, not instead of supporting it. And that's the problem that I see in our government. It's more about, I get that we have religious, views and whatever not, but religion does not come in when it comes to policy making because not everyone supposedly we're not supposed to have we're not all supposed to have the same religion, and that's okay.
Right.
But apparently, it seems like this year and last year, there's now we have trans sports bills. They have like this whole gender. I think gender affirming care is life saving. Just to have someone, because usually with youth, it's not surgery. That's what they're saying. It's all about surgery. They need to check their facts, because even in that board committee meeting they were having, there were a lot of facts that were distorted. They were saying that in Vice News. So check the facts, because most of those things are social. It's like changing your name, changing your outfit, changing your haircut. It's mostly what that is. So that's something that's going to make someone feel happy. Then I'm more power to it. I'm no one's parent, because I forget them when we're going to other people's houses and telling how to raise someone's child. I just kind of want to add, anyone else want to add anything before we go on to the next topic?
I think that they like to use a lot of scare tactics, the fire and brimstone from church. I think it's a lot of the religious tactics that they use. And I mean, right now we're going through a lot of voting, and they're just trying to scare people. Some of these commercials are laughable. They're trying to say that you're trying to turn boys into girls, et cetera, et cetera. The scare tactics have to stop, and we have to focus on facts.
Ivan.
I mean, it just go back to the situation of, everybody's supposed to be empowered to be who they are. So how can you be who you are if they're telling you you can't be who you are? It makes no sense. And one person's belief, that's their belief. Support is support. If you introduce somebody to something, you're not doing it to be in a negative way. And a lot of people look at this saying, well, you're going to change these kids. You're going to do this. No, we're bringing it to light to say, this exists. Open your mind, learn about it, get some education, and then you can support them instead of trying to make them regress and go against what they really need to do.
And I have to agree with that, because I found that children that didn't believe in Santa Claus had a very much easier time adjusting to adult life instead of my fuck ass over here.
Where's that man? Where's my present?
No, but sometimes I'm a little bit more, what's the word, optimistic than I should be. Sometimes you gotta be like real with it,
There's no Santa Claus?
Yeah, stop it.
There's no Easter Bunny either.
Yeah, welcome to Earth. But anyways, no, it's kind of like what I've been saying, you're just being honest and what's the truth.
Exactly.
And that's what I kind of want to see. We ran out of time for this topic. We ran out of time. Thank you for joining us with this topic. We have more coming up with Voyage Medspa with Dr. Suzanne Ben-Kane and body coach Harry Pristau. Here's a message from our sponsor, Tampa Bay Gay. We'll be right back.
Hi everyone, this is Dave with Tampa Bay Gay. It's Halloween week and we're excited to be at Zoe's as part of the Halloween on Central. Wait until you see the recap of this weekend, but for now, check out what events we have happening around the Bay Area this week.
Thursday night, November 3rd, grab your balls and head on down to Pride Bowling at Dunedin Lanes. Your $10 cover gets you unlimited cosmic bowling and shoes from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Giveaways, drink specials, and a drag show at midnight with Jocelyn Summers, Darcel Stevens, and Nina Cass. Saturday and Sunday is the 10th annual Savor St. Pete. This is a foodie, wine enthusiast, and craft beer lovers main event in North Straub Park. Last chance, save $15 off general admission tickets with code SAVOR Tampa Bay Gay. This week on the Josh Bryan and Esme's Big Gay Radio Show, they tried the one-chip challenge. Here's a look at how that went. Listen to the replay anytime on Tampa Bay Gay. The 2023 Pasco Pride Festival is coming up soon and they need volunteers. If you're interested, the meetings are Sunday at 1 p.m. on their Facebook event page. Also, vendor registration's open. And then save the date, December 3rd, St. Pete Pride celebrates its annual Red and Green Party at the Sunken Gardens in St. Pete. Tickets and info coming soon.
Thanks for watching. You can always find this and more information on TampaBayGay.com. If you missed the Halloween events, check out the recap from this weekend.
You can check out all of our Halloween event coverage on our Instagram page at Real Tampa Bay Gay. Also, please like, share, and subscribe.
Here to talk more about Voyage and what they have to offer, please welcome first Dr. Suzanne Ben-Kane of Voyage and Medspa and Wellness.
Thank you. Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Dr. Ben-Kane, can you tell us about yourself and what inspired you to study medicine?
Okay, so my name, as you know, is Dr. Suzanne Ben-Kane, and I'm originally from West Africa, Ghana, and Nigeria. I studied there initially, went to high school, then later went to university in Europe, Hungary to be precise. And several years ago, in 2008, I moved here to the United States, and I've been here since then. So, what inspired me to study medicine? I've always loved the science of the human body. I've always loved to understand what makes the human body work and tick. And it's very funny, I was telling Alicia earlier that in Africa, they're one of very few professions an African kid should go to. You're either a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant, an engineer. I believe it's 4. If there's a 5th one, I can't remember. I missed it.
Maybe nurse.
No, not a nurse. I know it's weird in Africa. That's how it is. So I ended up as a doctor, and I love it. Yeah, but really great question.
So one of those 4.
Yes. Also, with Voyage Wellness, tell us a little about what you do there.
So what I do with Voyage Medspa, I'm the medical director, and I focus on holistic medical treatments for people to help them feel and look good. So it's not just about the aesthetics, but it's about our internal function, about how our hormones function, how our bodies function, how we age, how we live, our lifestyles, what makes us unique and healthy, that makes us smile every day. That's in a nutshell what we do. We have different services, but our services are geared for you to look and feel your very best.
I like that. I like the sound that. I like looking good, That's what we do.
Exactly, yes.
All right, so I have the next question. So I wanted to ask, are there any techniques that are unique to your spa
So
at Voyage?
So what's unique to our medical spa is that we are not just a classic medical spa you go to where people just get Botox and fillers done. What we do is that we focus on cellular aging and reversing the aging process. It's called regenerative medicine or anti-aging medicine. In layman's terms, in non-scientific terms, as the human species is living longer. I mean, as a species, where our life expectancy has gone from 35, 45, about 100 years ago to 75 now.
Right.
And as we live that long, what's the quality of our life? Do we live with chronic diseases? Do we live with frailty? Or do we live healthily as we did when we were in our 30s and our 40s? It's about prolonging that agility for as long as possible until the very last moments of our lifespan here.
Right. And making it look good while we're doing it, feeling
look
good.
18 again.
Oh, that's a goal. That's the goal.
All right, so our next question that we're going to ask, are there any services that would gear towards or interest the LGBTQ plus community?
Yeah, I would say we do have a lot of services that would interest the LGBTQ community. One of the services that we do is we provide hormones for the transgender community. We also provide laser hair removal for the transgender community too. And what we also do too is that our services and our place is all in all geared towards diversity. So it doesn't matter what your sexual orientation is, whether you're a black person, a white person, we treat you all the same at Voyage Medspa, and we understand you, we respect you, we respect your right to be human, and that's what it's all about.
Okay, don't make me cry. I feel like
I
I'm
love
over.
that they are rainbow friendly.
Yeah, because I went to the spa just real fast because the last question. I went to the spa and just the pictures and the architecture there. It's very diverse and it's welcoming. I love it there. Thank you. So we have one more question before we get to the next segment because we're gonna do some body coaching with Eric, our partner, body coach. All right, so I want to ask, how would you like your work to enrich our community?
The way I'd like my work to enrich the community is to empower the community to be themselves and feel themselves and to feel unique. You do not have to look like anyone else. You just need to feel wholesome because you're beautiful the way you are. And that's what we promote here. Just your beauty, and we help you shine your inner beauty outwardly.
We need these tissues closer because I'm like right here with that.
Come in, take a look at the place, have a tour. We're very friendly and we're very open to talking with you and discussing what your needs are to help you feel and look your very best and celebrate who you are.
All right, so there we have it. All right, so we're gonna come back with a little bit of Harry, see what we do with the body, because this place helps us feel good inside and beautiful inside, mind, body, and soul. So we'll be right back with Harry, our body coach at Voyage Medspa. And like she said, if you guys want to find out more information, there is also a website. Please go to Voyage Medspa and Wellness.com. We'll see you right back.
Please welcome our wonderful body coach here, Harry Pristau. How are you this evening, sir?
Thank you. Very good. I'm doing very well.
We are glad to have you here. So, Harry, tell us a little about yourself and what got you started in the field of body coaching.
I was born and raised in Austria, so naturally, snowboarding, skiing, mountain biking, anything outdoor was just nature to do. That got me interested in functionality training. You know, you have your little boo-boo here and there, which you want to have to fix. So, and yeah, that's how it started. I lived on and off 15 years in the United States. I was in the early 90s here in Miami, moved back to Austria. I studied physical therapy back in Switzerland. I studied massage therapy, did personal training, all sorts of work life in gym. And
Awesome.
yeah, that's so kind of put everything together.
Awesome. Well, I'll try to keep the questions a little short so we don't stress Shawn out here too much. So give us your definition or explain medical training theory.
Medical training therapy is mainly based functional training. So as it looks similar to personal training, but goes with a different perspective on it. So it's more on the functionality of the body than strengthening or stretching, which is part of it. But you look at it from a I'll say that better, like a dysfunctional point of view. So you see what is not functioning correctly in the body and try to address that instead, perfecting a function.
It works. It sounds good to me. So are there any benefits that you would say would be exclusive to the LGBTQ plus community?
I think anatomy is anatomy. So I think anybody benefits who has a pain, as Shawn will find out quickly here. When we work stretch his glutes.
That was me.
Well, I was gonna say, like, you know, if I was still performing, you know what I mean? Oh my God. Oh Jesus. But if I performing, I would say like something like that. Like if I was a drag queen, like this would be really good for Angelique. Or, you know, bartending. A lot of the jobs that we do in our community, it's like we have to work. You know, we're not, or you're sitting at like a table all day. This will definitely fix your posture.
Okay, and it is only a 30-minute spot, so don't get too much down that table. So have you had any, let's say, crazy, severe cases or things that were just totally out of the norm?
Crazy. Actually, the most interesting I had, most of my clients used to be by 55 to 99, so that was the range. Wow. So I had this 82-year-old lady which wanted to do a fitness test, and she wanted to jump 2 feet. So as she started out, she could not even get her feet off the ground. So it took us about 2 months, and she was able to be able to jump 2 feet as she wanted to. And
in her 80s.
In her 82, yeah. 82, so
wow.
She was very with arthritis, so that was very challenging. And she did a 2-minute plank, which was very impressive.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Wow. So how would one go about setting up an appointment with you? How do we reach out to you or Dr. Suzanne to find out more?
Dr. Suzanne had already the phone number, which I can, of course, not remember, because I cannot remember numbers.
That's okay. No,
But I always say the website is a good thing. The website is what again?
Yes, www.voyagemetspa.com, and you find us on 1924th Street North in St. Petersburg, across Sunken Gardens and above Panera Bread. That's where we are located.
awesome. So you get a great physical therapy workout situation, and you can eat healthy at Panera. Soon to be a sponsor. Thank you. Just plugging it right now. I'm shameless. I'm sorry. It's what I do. So how are you feeling there, Shawn?
I'm all good. And you know what? We're out of time with this segment. And like I said, you'll find them more information about Voyage Medspa and Wellness at voyagemedspawellness.com. All right, guys, we're back. I just kind of want to give a thank you to our audience. Also, thank you to our guest, Dr. Suzanne Ben-Kane, and also Harry Pristau from Voyage Medspa and Wellness. Like I said, find out more information about them at voyagemedspawellness.com. Also, we want to give a big shout out to PJ at Bulge Apparel and Gifts. We'll see you guys next week. And like I always like to say, have a little bit more common courtesy. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.